Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Selly. Welcome back to Selly's Mistake Factory. I think this should be episode 4 if I've edited this correctly. And today we are talking about anodes, in particular, zinc anodes for your motors. Now, you guys might be familiar with zinc anodes. Almost every single boat that's out there in production is going to have a transom plate zinc like you see right here. In this case, we have 2 of them on there. We've also got our trim tab zinc. You can see here we also have our rudder zinc that's done its job and it's been sacrificial. And then further up there's also the shaft zinc. Now, the zinc's purpose in life is to be sacrificial. Now, it can be zinc, it can be aluminum, it can be magnesium, depends on what water you are in, but that is its purpose. It is there to wear away so that your other metals don't wear away, meaning your through hull, your props, your rudders, your shaft, your struts, and all of those kind of metal fittings. So you have those also in your motor. Now, in my case, we have a closed cooling or a fresh water cooled engine. That means we are taking water from the surrounding sea state here and we are pumping it in the motor, going through a bunch of heat exchangers and then spitting it out the back end, meaning the water never actually goes into the engine, it goes through the heat exchangers, and those heat exchangers all have zincs in them. Now, guys, this is often overlooked on an annual maintenance. People kind of assume, it's good, it'll be there for another year. Listen, guys, these zincs, unlike that DC wiring job we did, these zincs are really, really cheap compared to a new heat exchanger. And that's what will happen. If you don't change those, you're going to be changing heat exchangers. You're going to be having a whole other slew of problems. So let's get up there. I'm going to show you guys where they are on my 3208s and how you can go about it. There's 2 different ways of doing them. You can reuse your end cap or you can buy the whole new pencil zinc. We're going to talk about all those different options. So I'm going to hop up on board. I'm going to change into my work clothes and get in the engine space and start showing you guys what's going on. So let's go check it out, guys. All right, guys, so we're all changed up. We are down in the engine room, and we are going to talk about the engine zincs. We're talking about the 3208 here, the Cat 3208, but this applies to like 99.9% of all freshwater-cooled motors. So how do you know if you have a freshwater-cooled motor if you've reached that stage? Well, you have a heat exchanger of some form. As you can see right here, this is a long bundle stack right here, and right on the top we have the old school radiator cap. You can kind of see right there. That's a pressure cap on top of where the coolant goes. So that's how we know that we have a heat exchanger on here and that this is fresh water cooled, meaning we do not have seawater entering the block. So how does that work? Well, how do we know where to look? Let's start off with the simple stuff, guys. We've got our raw water pump right here that goes up to here, goes to here, and then goes into our heat exchanger and out of our heat exchanger and passes down that bundle, comes back around, goes out, and goes down this tube here back to the transmission cooler. So we have, like I said, we've got salt water going through there. This is metal. We need to make sure we replace our sacrificial anodes in here. So in this particular case, on this end, you can see we have 2 pencil zincs that go in. Right here, you can see I've actually gone ahead and those have been removed. And then on that opposite end, we're actually going to look on this one right here. It's going to be easier to see. We have another pencil zinc that goes in here. That's a bigger, longer one. Now again, we're protecting the entire length of this bundle right here. Now these zincs are really short money. That bundle right there, I haven't priced one in a long time, but I can promise you it's over $1,000. And why would you not spend 10, 15 bucks in zincs? So that's going on right there for this. Something to note when you are pulling these out, whether it's from here or from there, it's going to leak. Why? Because you have coolant or you have raw water going through there. In our case, right now the boat is winterized. We have non-tox going through there, the pink non-tox antifreeze going through there. So it's going to make a mess. Be prepared. Don't be surprised when you see it coming out. It's supposed to be coming out of there. So that's what we've got going on there. That's where these zincs are going to go. And then as we make our way towards the back here, like I said, we follow this pipe right here and it goes back to our transmission cooler. Now you can see our transmission cooler, it's not in the best, right? It needs to be cleaned up. We've had a leak here. We're taking care of it. But right here, there, kind of see, it's kind of bad lighting, I realize, but there's a zinc that goes right there. Then if we pan over, same, just kind of on the opposite side, there's another zinc. Let's see, I don't know if you guys can see right in there, but there's another zinc right there as well. So we've got those 2 zincs, and as we go ahead, and I've already loosened this one, It's going to come out and should have this come out of there. And you're going to notice that it's going to have some fluid dripping out of it, like I mentioned, guys. Now that is totally normal to have happen. That's what it does. Like I said, there's just fluid in the line, as it were. Now, you pull that zinc out of there, guys, there's not going to be much left. You can kind of see in there. It's bare, right? But you can see there's still some schmeg and some crud inside of there. Well, you got two different options here, guys, on how you want to handle this. You can take just this right here, and if we take a screwdriver, you can literally just kind of come in here and scoop out that. That's really soft, and you can just see the chunks come out of there. So you can just go ahead and do that, and then you can just buy the replacement zinc itself that threads into this particular fitting. There's a bunch of different sizes there, obviously, as you can see. Our end cap was running these 4 smaller sizes. That bottom end cap one was a bigger one, and then we've got this one as well. So there's a couple of different sizes there. That's why it's best to just pull them out, see what you've got, and work with it. If you don't know, go down to your local chandlery, whether it's a Hamilton Marine, West Marine, boatzinks.com, whatever it is, and find what you need for sizes on there. So the other option you can do is buy the complete zinc with the end fitting on it. Everything's ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all new for all of this, and then I'm going to take these old ones that are all munged up and nasty, and I'm going to buy just the replacements for those. That way I have a ready-to-go set, so next year when I go to do the maintenance, I can swap them out, and then I can have a spare set that I can use then, again, next winter as I'm sitting back having a cocktail on a Saturday in January, I can go ahead, clean these all up, get these all ready, put these on the wire wheel, and just get them all nice and ready to go. So that's what we're going to do. Now that I know exactly what zincs I need for this project, I'm going to go ahead, get those ordered up. We're going to come back. I'm going to show you guys just kind of what you should do, make sure that you're installing them properly, and then things to look for afterwards. This one's actually a really easy one and definitely deserves to be on your do-it-yourself maintenance list. This is a very easy one, guys. You can do it with a crescent wrench. You can do it with, box wrench, whatever it is. It doesn't need any complicated or special tools. You just got to understand you're going to get a leak into the bilge and you're going to want to clean it up. And this has been a progress job all winter going on in this boat. So we're definitely going to do a deep clean after all of this anyway. So that's what we got going on. So now we're going to go get the new zincs. We'll come back and we'll start slapping those things in. All right, so now we have all of the new zincs. As you can see here, I wasn't quite able to get all new everything. That's just kind of dealing with the part supplies that we have on hand. So I reused the bases on this and put new E2 zincs in there. There's some new bases for those. And then over here for our smaller pencil zincs, you see those were able to get all new. You also see over here how spent these all were in particular. I like that one right there is really kind of showing you what we've got going on. So now that we have all of our zincs, we've got everything handy, I'm going to go down there and we're going to go ahead and start slapping these things in and getting this thing ready to go. Some things to note as we're getting ready to put all of these in, guys. I've seen people do this and I don't fully understand why they would, but they put TFE paste or Teflon tape or something on there. Part of the reason you're doing this is to have the metal connection in here all the way around so that the zinc becomes a sacrificial piece that it's tied in with. So just drive those things in there, bare thread, drive them home, get them nice and snug. So just a little tip for you on when you're doing the pencil zincs. You don't want to put another barrier in between there. If they're leaking, give it that extra little bit of a quarter of a turn or whatever. Those should not leak just because of the type of threads and sealing, that they do. So that's it. We're going to hop down, let's get all these in here and get this thing all wrapped up. All right, guys, so it was just that easy. You see, to take the zincs, put them in there, and get them all taken care of. You saw I did struggle just a little bit trying to get that zinc in from the bottom there. It's because some old zinc, residual crud was still in there. So it's a good thing to have like a pick, a straight screwdriver. I like this little, what is this, a little snap-on hose tool right here. This works really good to kind of get up in there with that angle on it and get that all cleaned out of there, get all the crud out of there. I just forgot to do it on that one. So I'm going to hop down and do the other one here and get that all wrapped up. So it's going to look just like that. So no point in doing another time lapse for that one. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below on YouTube to stay up to date and in the know. I think we got 1 or 2 more episodes left in this season in Sally's Mistake Factory. Let us know what you guys think. Should we do another season of this? What do you want to see us cover in it? Like I said, this is targeted more towards the do-it-yourselfer, for the hands-on boater, for the cruiser. I know there's a lot of older boats out there. I know we don't necessarily profile that all the time on our page here, so I wanted to give a little shout out to that and see if you guys like it. And if you do, leave it down below in the comment and we'll create season 2 for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next episode, or maybe I'll see you guys out on the water soon. Peace.